Hi, this is Neil, and welcome to the first episode of the Next Venture podcast, where we bring out startup stories, creator journeys from idea to impact. And today we have Paridhi, the creator behind Passive Income with Paridhi. She teaches a fast, beginner friendly way to launch your first digital product, sometimes in as little as 48 hours, using AI and other simple tools. She has built program and community helping people get their first win. Let's hear more from Paridhi herself. Hi, Paridhi. Thank you for coming on Next Venture, and thank you for accepting my invite.
Thanks for having me.
This being the first podcast, I can't thank you enough. And also, when I was trying to prospect whom to invite, so I wanted some female for the female energy. And the other day, I was going through the reels, and then again it popped out, and I was like, okay. Earlier, I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but what I knew was you're based in Melbourne. I didn't know you were in Sydney,
Yep.
right? And then somehow either my partner told me that you are in Sydney, and I was like, okay, maybe we should meet. And then because I was doing all this homework, then I thought maybe I can ask you, and here we are. So thank you for that.
It's incredible. Thank you so much for inviting me. Melbourne is second home, so we keep traveling to Melbourne. There's just some vibe that I keep being attracted to. But yeah, I'm based in Sydney and I'm so thrilled to be here.
So which one wins, Melbourne or Sydney? Because
I
there's
will
a long
not
fight
answer
going
that.
on.
I will not answer that.
You are okay. Okay. So give me 2 points that you love about Sydney and then 2 points that you love about Melbourne.
When it comes to Melbourne, the one thing that I like is my one of my best friends is there, so that tops everything else. Second thing that I like is the city vibe. I think it's more a little chill. And in Sydney, it's more professional. I think because Sydney is hub to a lot of companies, but at the same time, because of that, Sydney has that vibe where you literally want to grow. You want to be a part of the work culture. You want to be a part of the growth, and you just want to thrive when you're in Sydney. So that's something that I really like about Sydney.
So what would you call home? Now you have three options. Yeah, either India, then you have Melbourne, then you have Sydney.
I would like to settle in Italy, but then
Holy.
yeah, I
So
think
it
I think
completely
for
changed the
now
game.
Sydney's home, but you never know.
But you never know. That's so true. That's so true. I think what they call home is where
The
love
heart
is.
is.
Yeah, the heart is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the saying. Okay. So tell me more about you, what you do, why you do that, how you got into it. I would love to know all of it.
Yeah. So I started two brands on social media. I started with Paritesh, which is more like the lifestyle, my lifestyle and our lifestyle as a couple in Australia. And then I started Passive Income Paridhi. What essentially happened was when I moved to Australia, before Australia, I was working a 9 to 5 job. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved the domain that I was working in, which was data analytics. And I was working my entire heart was into it. But then when I moved to Australia, I got a good job. I was working for Woolies X for a year, again a data analyst. But somewhere I felt like I told you, that Sydney is all about growth. Somewhere I felt like I have a creative side of me. I have a side of me that I want people to know, and I want to explore more than just my 9 to 5. That's what I felt. Also, at the same time, because I moved to Australia, it was a big move. My husband moved here on a student visa, although I moved on a dependent visa. So, different dynamics altogether. It was hard for me to find friends. So, I just started the With Paritesh page, the casual lifestyle page that I have is basically where I'm just me. Because I was so lonely, I started sharing my journey. So it's my community here in Australia where we are all trying to figure our space here in Australia. But how I started Passive Income Paridhi was in desperate need of doing something different and making money. I could see that the whole creator economy is changing, and it's not just about being influencers right now. At the same time, we had just gone through a big financial almost crisis back home. So it was a need to have something more stable. I won't say stable, but something that gives me a second income without having to juggle jobs. That's where I found out that you can create significant income from social media. Of course, it takes a lot of learning and skills. And that's how I started. So I started with affiliate marketing. I started with resources where I didn't have to create them because I was juggling a 9 to 5, then my whole life here in Australia. So I said, okay, this looks the easiest, so I'm gonna give it a go. I gave it a go, learn all the skills, and made my own share of income. And I saw that okay, this is something that I really want to do. I'm passionate about it, and I could explore the creative side of me that I always wanted to. So after about 5 6 months, I said, why not give it a full try? And I decided to quit my job. It was scary, but 2 years later, here we are.
So was there a validation point when you decided, or you realized like now I can quit my job? Because obviously you need bit of confidence.
I can't describe the feeling, Neil. I remember I was too scared to even tell my partner, but I wanted to do it. So I was on a contract, and my contract was expiring. So that is the point where I had to either negotiate renewing the contract, or maybe find a new job, or maybe do this. When I saw that I was making equal amounts of income with my 9 to 5 and my business, so I really asked myself, what is that one thing that is stopping me to go full in on my business? Because when it's the money, it's literally the same. Then what's the difference? So I said, no, let's give it a try. The one thing that I really like about Australia is that even if I took a break, right now I was working on my business, but let's say I just wanted to take a break from my 9 to 5, and a lot of women do here. I could still go back to the workforce, and no one's going to judge me for it. They're actually going to appreciate that I did try something for myself. So that's where I felt like this is a sign that I'm in a country that appreciates taking time for yourself, doing something on yourself, working on yourself. Let's do this. So had a huge discussion. I remember we were sitting with a coffee in hand for 2 hours. It got cold, but we were discussing the pros and cons of quitting my job. But then financially, I was making enough to sustain it. At the same time, I just wanted to do something different. So it was like now or never. Just give it a go.
I think somewhere I can relate to it, and I would like the viewers understand this as well. Like when you talk about these countries, हर चीज का एक pros cons सब कुछ होता है, ठीक है? But the freedom that you get to explore all of this side of yours, whether it's creativity, content, maybe you like to work out, whatever it is, or complete different hobby, if you are an accountant, you want to become a lawyer, all of that you can do on site. However, if you put your heart and mind to, and obviously number of hours that goes into the process, but sorry, completely off the topic, but that's one of the pros which
Yes.
you have. And it is not just about that you have to switch from this to that. You can pursue both the things, or you can drop one and later you can come back to it,
Yes.
whatever it is. So again, don't be afraid to do it. If you want to do it, do it. And I think this you can even do it in India or wherever you are. So good luck. Go for it. But yes, please continue. Yeah. Okay. So I knew that you are operating both the accounts. I think, and you can name it. Like one is passive income with Paridhi, and the other one is Hitesh.
With Paritesh.
With Paritesh, sorry.
Yes.
So you can find her out, either of the accounts. You can ask her whatever you want. You can follow her, contact her on the email, just like how I did, and hopefully she responds. Thanks again for that. Yes. So, is there a number that you are chasing? So we got to understand that where you came from and why you try to do it, and now you're doing it. So, congratulations. But was there a number? One thing I want to understand is there a benchmark where a person can understand, okay, now I'm confident, और अब मैं ये switch कर सकता हूँ. So
Yeah.
it could be 50K, 60K, whatever.
Yeah.
Because, and not only in these countries, back in India as well, now you can't thrive or survive on one income.
One income. Yeah.
It is just not possible.
Yeah.
Right? So I need to understand what was that point, if it was there. And also I noticed, and I did my homework as well, that there was a bit of health scare back at
Yeah.
home. So I would like to listen and understand that story as well. So which, if that was the spark.
Yes, that was the spark. So what happened was back in 2022, I got married in February 2022. I'm gonna take a long time explaining everything here.
Sure.
I got married
take
in
your time. Take your time.
I got married in 2022 of February, and in August I moved here. Right when I moved here, 20 days later, I get a call from home saying that my dad needs a liver transplant. And we are completely shocked. We're more shocked because my dad is a footballer. Every week he'll play, like, he's 65 now. He'll play football for like 5 hours, and he's a big yoga fan. And he's that one person in our entire family, the extended family, who's always worked out every single day. So for him to just have this report in his hand saying that he needs a transplant was a big deal for us. On top of that, when we were trying to go about the finances, we saw that we need the surgery immediately, but we do not have enough liquid money to fund it. And my world came crashing down. My father worked a job, my mom worked a job. We were 3 kids, and 2 of us now married. So we were technically 5 kids. All of us work a job, and when it comes to funding someone's surgery in our family, we didn't have the funds. So that was my point. Like, what were we doing? What was the point of it all? And I started questioning everything. And after that, once we got the news, it was either my little brother who could be the donor or me. So we decided to go with my brother first, get him tested because he was there in India and I was in Australia. Also, this Indian family thing that, beti se nahi, kuch maangne, uski shaadi ho gayi and stuff. So luckily, his liver matched. He became the donor. And I went back soon for the surgery. But in the meantime, we were trying to get some funds and we did crowdfunding. First of all, I want to say thanks to Milap organization for this, because of that crowdfunding, we were able to get that surgery done on time, which is a big thing. But at the same time, for a month, I was there taking care of dad in the hospital, all of those things. I really questioned this one thing, that what was the point of it all? Because at the end of the day, when we really needed the money, we didn't have it. So when I came back, I just told my husband, I told my partner, we have to do something. This is just survival. We have to do something. That's how I started in my lunch breaks. During my lunch breaks, I did not even tell my partner, to be honest. I just started researching what could I do to make some extra money, that because surviving here in Australia altogether is not easy on your income alone. So I felt like, what if like we are already going about our day with our income? I'll just make some extra money, maybe extra $1,000 a month, and I could guilt-free send it home without, worrying about our expenses or their expenses. So that's how it started. So that definitely gave me a spark to think about something on the side apart from my 9 to 5. The other option obviously was getting another 9 to 5. But I was just so done at the time. I was like, my job is not working for me. Even though I have a stable income, I had a good job, I had a good income, but it still didn't work out. So that's how it started. So that was the health scare that happened. But when you question things like that, your mind can spiral in different directions. One can really be where you lose all the hope and you're like, this is what it is. Okay, we've gotten through a health scare, never doing it again, save all the money. Or you can grow it. What I really saw, that I was trying to find the skills that I could match. It was really daunting. I was a big introvert, that to put myself out there on social media. But when I saw people making generational wealth, I was like, why can't I do it? I have to practice. I have to do something, maybe cringe stuff. But if this can really change my life more than my life, my family's life, I want to do it. So that's how it started. But later on, it became a mission. For the last 2 years, I was trying to chase a number, but honestly, I was not getting anywhere. And this is one of the results, one of the lessons that I've learned, and quite new in this journey. It's just been 2 years, to be honest, but chasing a number never helps. It just, again, you'll go down that rabbit hole where you're going to now find people who've already, established their presence and achieve what you want to achieve. And then, again, two different mindsets. I can't do this. So my goal here is that every single person, I have a coaching community called the Passive Profit Club. And my goal is to have that first $1,000 for every single member, because I started like that. I just wanted that $1,000 I could send home guilt-free. So I understand this. When you get that first dollar, even if it is not 1,000, you get that testimony that I'm meant for this. And from there, everything changes. So that's the number I'm chasing. Not for me, but my community. But then again, it feels like a personal win because that's how it all started.
And what's the percentage of the winners in the community? So how big is the community now? And what's the percentage of the people that would really make a cent or a dollar out of it?
We've been seeing crazy success in the community lately. So I've announced this one thing that as soon as someone hits their $1,000, I'm going to have an interview with them and I'm going to publish that interview on my page.
Right.
And just in the last 1 month, I'm yet to interview 2 people, but 4 people have already cracked it.
Oh, right.
4 people in just 30 days, and they started
wow.
with zero. I just interviewed someone last week. She was a dentist.
Right.
And she had to quit her job because of her kids, to take care of her kids. You know how you have to do everything by yourself here.
Yeah.
So women do end up quitting their jobs because you kind of have to sometimes. So she said, I didn't even know how to operate a laptop. Forget social media, forget everything else. And she cracked her first $1,000. That was my mission. So it's been insane in the last few months. In the last 6 months, a lot of things have happened. We've just cracked $200,000 as a community here with
Oh, wow.
PPC, which is crazy because PPC comes with resale rights. So basically, you can be an affiliate for 100% profits. And people do opt for that, especially the people who cannot, they don't have that headspace or the time to create a product from scratch altogether. So some do start with that. We have mega creators who just want to be around paid partnerships. So we just had one of the creators who's cracked the first $1,000 from one brand deal. Like she got on a call, we learned all the negotiation in the community. And just from one project, she was able to crack $1,000. So it's amazing to see what is happening. And the last few months have been crazy for the community.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Thank you.
So I understand, like I can, with a few things, I can completely relate to it, like how satisfying it can be to you when you help someone out.
Yeah.
Can we try and break this community down into pieces and starting from A to B, like what it is, what do, if I need to enroll and let's say I'm sitting at zero. So what do I need to do? How much money do I need in the bank to get started? What videos, what content I need to understand or listen to. Plus, what am I learning here? Like, what is the product that I'm selling? And
Yeah.
even if there's a group of products, what are those? So, can we try and break it down into pieces just for a common man or a woman?
Yeah, of course. So PPC is the Passive Profit Club. In short, I call it PPC. It sounds really bougie, but it's the Passive Profit Club, and it is the hub of learning everything about digital products. Now, like I told you, my journey was I started with affiliate marketing, then I went ahead and sold done for you digital products. So done for people aren't able to comprehend what the done for you product is. Basically, someone's created their product and they want you to sell it. So it's like, you don't buy milk from the grocery store that somebody's milking in the grocery store. They're buying it from somewhere and they're reselling it. That also happens with digital products.
And what are these digital products?
Yeah, so digital products, everything is a digital product. An app is a digital product. Ebooks, courses, AI bots, everything is a digital product. Instagram by itself is a digital product, right? It's created on your laptop, right? So my coaching community by itself is a digital product. It's all virtual,
Right.
right? So mostly with info products, what people don't realize is education is it's a very profitable sector. Plus, it has a lot of potential to grow and scale in, because who are we without education? And now, after COVID especially, people have realized how crucial it is to learn some skills that are way more practical than traditionally what we learn. So in my coaching community, because I started with affiliate marketing, I went on to done for you digital products, and I also created my own digital products like ebooks, like my own coaching community. I teach all of that.
Right.
So you want to start with affiliate marketing, you can do that. You want to start with reselling a product that you have not created, you want to make 100% profits, you can do that. If you want to create your own products, so there are a lot of creators, for example, in fitness niches, beauty niches, mental health, who are creators, but they don't want to solely bank on paid partnerships and brand deals. They want to sell their own products, maybe their own courses, maybe their own ebooks and guides and templates. That's also something that you can learn. And because I explore paid partnerships on my other channel, which is with Paritesh, I've been able to, create some significant income. I have used negotiations through which I converted barter collabs into paid collabs. So that is another module that we have within the coaching community. So basically, the Passive Profit Club is all about how you can monetize your social media, whichever
Okay.
of these ways you want.
Right, right. So now I think now I get it. Because there are plenty of influencers. So from influencing, what I've understood and from experience, I'm trying to tell you, you can only have, because many people, even from my family, have asked me how to monetize this. So you can have 5,000 followers or you can have 5 million followers. It doesn't mean money. And that's completely zero,
Of
right?
course.
It's completely upon you how you can monetize. And that is dependent upon how much value you have in your words, what you have learned, something that you can teach. So all of that is important. And whether people can trust you or not, right? So you need to work a lot upon yourself and then come into monetization, right? And brands also are not stupid. If they see that you the credibility, right? There's any credibility in you and what you're doing, what you are showing, you really need, you really know that stuff. Only then they come to you. All right. So you can be making whatever content you want and have any audience that you can think of, but that necessarily doesn't mean money. All right. And there's no dollar comparison with this. If you're smart enough, and if you're not, you can 100% learn. You can go anywhere and learn it out. So sorry, back to the topic. Yes, now I do understand. So it is about learning, and one of the concept is how to monetize your brand or create your own personal brand, if
Yeah.
I am right.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what about the digital products? So when we talk about the ebooks, okay, that is one thing that I understand. Uh, what else is there? Um, Also, you threw some light upon the other brands or other companies who create the product, and
Yeah.
then you just keep your margin,
Yeah.
right? Even that I understand. One of my questions is, which never I couldn't understand, and that's why I'm not convinced towards this. One of the questions or one of the doubts is with with the coming AI, right? When you have Chat GPT for free, right? There are ample of AIs, and it would keep coming, right? Why would I want to buy an ebook from someone when I can have it for free? So I could never understand this concept, and maybe I'm wrong or I'm limited to just ebooks. There could be more products. So if you're comfortable and
Yeah. It's I learned it from Tony Robbins. It's not the lack of resources, it's the lack of resourcefulness. And that is how businesses are built. YouTube is free.
uh,
Yet online courses are the most scalable and the most profitable digital products. Why? Because when something is free, we might not value it enough.
yes.
I can go to ChatGPT and ask, how should I start my online business? Let's say I want to create a digital product from scratch, and I will go to ChatGPT and ask, create a digital product from scratch. Give me all the ideas. It's going to give me 200 different ideas. Here's the thing, you have to train ChatGPT a lot. So, out of that frustration of, oh my God, I have to train ChatGPT so much, what if I get a product already trained who's going to teach me everything? Money, you pay money just for convenience. It doesn't matter whether it is an online coaching industry or it's any good product. Think about it. So, yes, you can learn everything from ChatGPT. I have tons of YouTube resources where I teach you exactly how to use ChatGPT, but at the same time, you have to train not just ChatGPT yourself to know how to get all of the scoop and exactly what you're looking for. However, ChatGPT is going to give you information.
Yep.
The step-by-step implementation will come from someone who's done it over and over again. So if I learn from someone who's already made $1 million, they're going to tell me the good thing, the bad thing, the ugly, everything that went wrong in their business that I shouldn't probably do. I'll get there much faster. But if I ask ChatGPT how to get to 7 figures, it's going to tell me everything about getting to 7 figures, and I wouldn't get the exact pathway that I want. So if I need the implementation, and I need the step-by-step guidance, and I need convenience of not going all, drilling ChatGPT and not getting anywhere. That's why I pay money.
But I understand somewhere I do understand that, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
There are no doubts about it because we pay money for the convenience.
Yeah.
ये बहुत सीधी सी बात है भाई, मंडी में जाके तरबूज लोगे, ठीक है, तो तुम्हें 100 रुपए का भी तुम्हारे को पता नहीं कितने किलो मिल जाए या कितने दर्जन मिल जाए, ठीक है. अभी यहाँ पे सुपरमार्केट से लोगे तो तुम्हें अभी $10 का 4 पीस मिलेंगे कटे हुए, ठीक है. और डिपेंडिंग अपॉन तुम्हारे पास कितना टाइम है उस हिसाब से तुम पैसा पे करते हो. So this is what we talk about and what we mean about convenience. And yes, when it's convenient, it has some dollar value. All right. Going back to my question, as I said, I completely agree with your point that convenience has a dollar value.
Yeah.
And there are ample of people who are willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
Right. But let's say I am one of the students who have enrolled. Right. What am I learning from you? Is it the how to create a product, or is it how to create my own personal brand and how to be more confident and how to convince someone to enroll into my thing? So just like yourself, by learning from you,
Yeah.
I can start my own thing. Now within that thing, is there a product that I'm selling,
Yeah.
or is it just the service which is, again, I can teach this to 100 other people and then there could be a subscription,
Okay.
right? Both are equally fine. I'm not questioning that. I'm still not able to understand the product.
Okay.
So if it is a process that I need to learn and how to do it, I would come to you because you have done it 100 times over and over.
Yeah.
You have proved it,
Yeah.
right? So there is validation as well.
Yeah.
So you can charge me more than willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
But that is one sector or one part of the whole process, right? What is still the product, that digital product that we are talking about?
My online course and my coaching community is a digital product.
That is for you.
Yes, it is my digital product that I present to you at a price because it is not free
Yeah.
and you can learn from it. Now I'll tell you, for any business, this goes for digital products, physical products. To sell a product, you need three things. You need a product, you need the delivery system, and you need people who want to buy this product. For everything, that's business, right? Now with a digital product you created on your laptop or your phone, it's either ebook, online course, like a coaching community, or anything that you want to create. That's your product, right? Now if someone, let's say I create an online course and I upload it on Drive, someone can ask me about that course and I can simply share the link. Once they pay me, maybe manually, I can simply share the link to that Drive and they have it in their inbox. That's a very manual way of selling stuff, right? But that's still possible. You got the money, they got the product. That's about it. So when I'm setting up the middleman here, the automation that I'm doing, because what if someone reaches out while I'm not available, while I'm sleeping, or I just don't want to work on my business right now? And that's why I'm setting up that automation. So all of the online apps that I use, all of these tools, these are basically process-based tools that are just allowing me to set up an automation so that anyone at any point of time wants to purchase that product, they can do that. That's it. So it's facilitating the sales. Now comes the traffic. Here's the thing. You've created a bomb product. Nobody knows about it. What do? You can go ahead and sell it. Either you can, put it on marketplaces like Amazon, like Etsy, all of those marketplaces. Or you can attract people saying that, hey, I have this product. If you're interested, let's buy it. Or if it is a free product, you can get my product for free. So social media is a platform or a marketplace that basically works on attraction marketing. And Amazon, Etsy, these are platforms that work on a marketplace basis where people who are already looking for it, like an SEO engine, people are looking for it, your listings will show, and if they want to buy, they can buy. But with social media, I attract people every day with my content. So this is essentially the channel of sales. My digital product right now is my coaching community. I'll give you an example. So when I first started affiliate marketing, I was trying to recommend products, right? I'm recommending, a fitness gear, leggings, shorts. And then there are digital products in the fitness space, which is fitness apps. I'm an affiliate for them. Anybody who signs up for the fitness app, I get a commission. When I did affiliate marketing, I launched ebooks on how to start affiliate marketing. So that how to became my digital product, an info product that I sold. Once I sold ebooks, I launched a mini course on how you can create profitable ebooks to sell. That mini course became another digital product that I had, right? So that's how I made my own digital products, or essentially info products. We also have chatbots and AI bots. Like we have an AI bot which is next gen Instagram assistant called Nia. So she'll basically create scripts for you for Instagram. Then we have an AI bot for Instagram content validator, because a lot of content right now is being banned from social media because it doesn't follow the community guidelines. So that's the bot where you upload all of your content and it gives you a score based on, it's a risk score that how likely your content is going to get banned or removed from the platform. Then we have a meta ads validator. Ads get banned all the time because it may be clickbait, get rich quick scheme. There are a lot of ads guidelines. So you put all your scripts in the validator, or if you wanted to create, community guideline friendly scripts, you can do that. Again, my AI chatbot also is a digital product, right? I'm creating a custom GPT for people. Now, in my coaching community, because it is an entire community, I have an entire module on how to create chatbots. Because I created these chatbots and sold it, I technically understood and refined the whole thing around how I created chatbots. And somebody might want to not create just ebooks, but let's say a chatbot. This is where my coaching community has a whole module where you can create your own chatbots, be it for everything, for anything.
Right. So this is where I was trying to come. So what you are selling, right? That is your community. That's your way to monetize it.
Yeah.
So let's say Paridhi. And again, just taking your passive income with Paridhi as an account, and then it has an income stream.
Yeah.
Right. So it has your affiliate, and then it has your content creation brand deals.
Yeah.
Then you would have all these courses.
Yes.
Right. But I, as a student, when I enroll into your course, right, am I getting products, a number of products? Yes, I'm getting to learn how to market myself, right? So that is one of the things that I would learn. Second is, am I getting any products out of it? So
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
And that is ebooks.
Yes. So PPC by itself comes with resale rights, meaning that if you want to recommend, let's say you take PPC, you learn from it, you create your products and whatever, but then you want to recommend it to a friend. So instead of recommending, hey, this is the cool community where I learned everything, you say that this is the link to the community, you share your own link and you make 100% of the profits. Like I explained, done for you products. It has master resale rights. So instead of being an affiliate for, let's say, earning 20% per sale, 30% per sale, you make 100%. And within the community, we have more PLR resources, 25 plus PLR resources, which are mini courses and ebooks that you can completely rebrand and sell.
Right.
So there's a small section of social media. A lot of people don't know this, but there's a tiny section of social media that's not even creating any info products. What they're essentially doing is getting info products with PLR license, which is private label rights, which essentially gives you rights to rebrand the entire product and sell it at your own price.
Yep.
So you don't have to create anything. So that's also something that we have within PPC.
Yeah, and that's actually really, really powerful. So all you got to do is build a community.
It is.
Yes, learn how to do it, and you know where to learn from. And once you learn, just execute it. And it might sound hard, but it's not. Because one thing is either, again, you can spend your hours and get the free resources, or you can come to someone who really knows it well, has done it over and over, and then learn it straight away. Coming back to one of your products, which is 48 hours
Challenge, yeah.
48-hour challenge. So how does that work? Do you want to throw some light on that?
Yeah, of course. So when I've created a lot of products in my journey. How to scale on social media, how to start affiliate marketing, how to create your ebooks. But what essentially happened is, instead of full-fledged programs, I saw that people were looking for quick starter guides. So like I told you, there are 3 steps to building a business, the product automation, and finally the sales. Now, if I just share everything all together, it's possible that there's a certain section of the community who are new to this, who are so overwhelmed that they just want point A. So that's what my 48-hour challenge is. If you are someone who has 48 hours in the day, and if you want to create your first profitable digital product, not just any digital product, profitable product that sells on social media, that's the mini course or the challenge for you. I will teach you how in less than 48 hours you can build a profitable digital product, whether that's an ebook, whether that's a mini course or a bundle of anything or templates.
And is it going to be one-on-one or in a session, or is it pre-recorded classes?
It's a pre-recorded one.
It's a pre-recorded
Yeah.
classes. So if, let's say, it's a Friday and by Monday I need to launch a product,
Yeah.
how much money do I need in the bank? What resources do I need, whether it's a laptop, phone, internet? And what else I would require to get something online by Monday and then make some dollars in?
Okay. So right now, I don't know when this podcast will be aired, and I keep experimenting with the price. But if you start with the 48-hour challenge, you need $48 in your bank account. You need your laptop and your phone to record content, to learn the whole challenge because it's a course. You learn from it, and to create your own resources. Again, you need your laptop, your phone, and Wi-Fi. All the apps that I use, I actually teach how to use the free versions of all the apps I use: ChatGPT, Canva, Instagram, essentially free, right?
Right.
How to use all of them and create an info product out of your own skill. Now, here's something that people miss out, or people feel like, okay, I don't have a skill here. What do I do? Everybody has a skill. I'll give you an example. If you know how to dress up on a budget, let's say in less than $50, dress up rich on a budget, you can create a product out of it. And imagine how many people are waiting to learn how to look rich in under $50. That's a product right there. So when I say skill, you do not need a PhD on it. You just need something so significant for someone else to be attracted. And I teach you all of that. I teach you all the tricks on how to find a profitable idea for yourself. But yeah, when I say skills, it's essentially a simple skill that can help someone.
Right. Interesting. In your whole journey, was there a movement when you had self-doubt, or you started it, but then you started doubting whether I would be able to do it or not?
Yeah. I think before I made my first dollar, every day was self-doubt. Every day I used to go to sleep and I used to ask my husband, chalega na business? Hoga na mana business? But that first dollar, and my first commission was $0.40.
0.4.
But I was jumping with joy because for me it was testimony that, okay, everything's working.
Right.
I can make a sale, first of all, that I have the skills of a salesman. Okay, my automations are all set up correctly. Okay, the product is working. Okay, all is good. So I was so happy with it. But that first testimony gave me pride and gave me a reason to keep going, that I can do this, I can sell stuff, because we are all terrified of sales for some reason. Nobody's born a salesman, but then somehow, I don't know why, but it has a bad rep in our heads. But when you really look closely, every person who's like crazy rich, they come from a sales background.
Yes.
Because there's no money without sales.
Yes.
Right? The pre-sales department of any company, the sales department, they're rewarded with trips and bonuses because there is no business without sales. So I did have self-doubt, and I still do sometimes. So if there is a bad day where I'm not making the sale and all of that, I'm like, can I really do this? Am I really good with this? Is this something that I want to do? But every single day I wake up with the idea that, do I want to do this, or do I want to do something different? And I always go to this, because here what I have been able to do is I have been able to be creative, be cringe, and be myself unapologetically. And that's a big thing, because you have to kind of, wherever you're going, whatever you're working on, you kind of have to be a different person. But here I feel like I can just be myself.
Yes.
And I can still, create a significant income out of this.
Right. 100%. 100%. So that was the time when you got the validation, when once you started, the ball started rolling. Was there a point when you said, no, that is, I don't think so, this is sustainable?
I think everything requires a lot of evolution, be it a job or a business. Even in your jobs, you constantly have to upskill yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in your business as well, you constantly have to upskill yourself. I'll give you an example. Back in 2023, when I launched ebooks, they
Mm-hmm.
were selling like crazy for me.
Right.
But then we got to a point that it became the new norm that
Mm-hmm.
ebooks are pretty easy to get.
Yep.
So I had to move my focus to online courses and bots because I saw with my revenue, with my response that ebooks are no longer quite profitable for me. So I need to evolve. Okay,
Yes.
what next?
Yeah.
Right?
I wanted to understand that because
Yeah.
even when I was doing my homework and back in those days, not sure if I could put a number, like whether it was 22, 23 or 22. But yes, it was selling like pancakes. Uh, but every business has its ups and
Yeah, of
downs,
course.
right? I completely understand it. So now, then you took a pivot and you got into the other stuff,
Yeah.
which is even more creamy.
Yeah.
Um, what what are your thoughts about the AI taking over the agents? Because I personally I believe that moving on, I don't see there would be any mediators. Like this is the first thing that it is going to kill. Because right now we are just sitting on maybe 1 to 10. That is the stage, the percentage that we have seen AI. Obviously, these guys are working on something which we can't even see, don't even think of,
Yeah.
right? But just how I see the market, I think that's the first thing or the next thing that AI is going to kill, which is the mediators. So if you're a middleman into anything, it is going to cut it off. Um, Now, coming back to the sales agent, whether I am selling it in person, in store, online, right? So, what do you see? Are you scared of the future? What anything? What are your thoughts?
I don't think AI will replace your job. I think someone who learned AI will replace your job. So if you are a middleman, become an AI middleman. Nobody right now knows how to operate AI. Imagine if you became that person.
Hmm. That's interesting.
So like I said, you constantly have to evolve. There is no doubt that AI is taking over everywhere.
It
But
is
at the same time, people don't know how to fully work AI.
right. Yes. Again, I partially understand, partially can relate to it.
It will take some time, but think about it. AI is not going to replace your job. It might automate certain parts of it, and now you have to be smart about it. You have to present yourself like, I can make AI work better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why would the other person not listen?
Mm-hmm. The reason where I'm coming from is because apart from the sales, I am a business consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I myself, I use it heavily.
Yeah,
Every
of
day
course.
I'm using it, right? And more I use it, more I understand that what is it that I am doing that this cannot do, and why would you have me over this if you understand how to use it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a really interesting question because I do not have a right answer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from evolving and getting to understand it better, because there is
Yeah,
still a margin period where not everyone understands it,
of course.
and I would say that's a golden period where you
Yes.
can really encash it.
Yes.
Uh, but it's also a scary part because
Yes.
once everyone comes on it
Yes.
and it's not an option anymore,
Yes.
then who are you? Right? It's the future is interesting, but
It is
no
interesting.
answers.
I think the smart way around it is that instead of being threatened and like, be in denial that it's not going to happen, accept it and work on it and see how you can use it for your business or your job.
Hmm.
That's the best we can do right now. So overthinking is definitely going to kill it. But yeah, I think being smart about it, that maybe I can see what it can do for my business or my job, and let's start there.
Hmm. No, 100%. Coming back to again business,
Mm-hmm.
I saw somewhere you had $44 in 10 every 10 you're earning $44 every 10 minutes. So first question where it came from, and second, is it still the case? So how sustainable that is. And third is congratulations if you're doing it.
Thank
So that's where the passive income comes in.
Of course, of course. So I made $44 every 10 minutes when I launched my 48-hour challenge. And that happened because of the launch strategy that I used.
Right.
So for the last 45 days, I just came on camera and announced that for the next 45 days, I'm going to create a product right here in front of you. So everything from finalizing the name of my course, from your, because the whole world now knows, especially people who follow me, that I sell online courses, but not everyone still knows that how I create those courses. I can come on camera and say that I just record a video and I put it on a platform. That's how I sell it. But then I wanted to take them through the nitty-gritty of how do I finalize the name of the course? How do I script my entire tutorial? How do I, host that tutorial? What is the tool that I'm using? And how finally I'm going to launch it? What is going to be the emails that I'm going to be using? How did I even create that sales page? There's a whole mock-up on the sales page. How did I create that mock-up on Canva? All of that. So I took people through the entire process. What happens because of that, or what happened, it was my experimentation, to be honest. What happened because of that, people felt that they were a part of this product and they created the product. Because every single day I came up and say, guys, these are the 4 topics that I have finalized and I'm banking on this one. Based on my research and my experience, I think this is the most profitable topic. So out of the 4, I'm going to use this one. So that's how it was. Create your first product in less than 48 hours. So I did everything for 45 days straight. So when I launched it, people really wanted to see, oh, she's created the same product she was talking about. Let's see how it goes.
Right. And
Right?
you were doing it on YouTube, like
On
live,
Instagram.
or it was
It was
so you were doing
recorded.
Right,
I
right.
heavily bank on digital products, even when it comes to content.
Right.
Digital services, they are amazing. So
Yeah.
PPC, like it is a mix of product and service, where the product is already hosted, the course is already hosted, but I do take weekly training. So that's the part of service.
Yep.
But if a lot of service business people, especially if they're not seeing traction, because we only have 24 hours in a day, they get burnt out. But with the product, I've already recorded it. I can post it on my own time, or I can schedule it with a lot of tools. And that's how it becomes passive. So for me, what happened was, while I was creating the product, I was also working on the automations.
Yeah.
Creating the product right in front of the people, and then hosting the automation. So when I put that link out there, in my email channels, and everybody was waiting for it. Because imagine for 45 days, I'm building that hype of, I'm going to launch exactly what you and I, guys, you and I have created together, right? So everyone's waiting on that one email to see, okay, what will be the price? What will be the product name? Will it really be that testimony that she said it's going to be this topic? Is it
Right.
really going to be that topic? It was that topic. So you feel like it's a personal win. And then you want to buy that product to see, I had a role to play in this whole process, so I want to see the product.
Makes sense.
That's how it happened.
So that was the phase.
It was really cool, yeah.
It was really cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And that lasted for
It lasted for 4 days.
right.
Because that's essentially a launch period for any digital product, where you will see the hype, and then there's a lot of discounts that you offer, and there's a period of discount where you don't want to miss out on the discounts and everything. So yeah, that's how it happened.
That's wonderful. And I also liked when I checked it out, and after a certain period, it was gone.
Yeah.
So that's where the credibility comes. It's not about, I can leave it there. Like, how many of you are going to ask me, like question me? And even if you question me, I can say yes to it.
Yeah, of course.
Right? You don't have access to my bank account. So
Of course.
I can say yes. So that's really good that you stick to it. Another question, apart from the paid courses, I think you also have a free course
Yeah.
that is out there.
Yeah.
And what is the difference between these two? And if someone wants to access it, then where to find you?
Okay. On my Instagram, which is Passive Income Paridhi, if you comment course on any video, you will get a link to sign up to my free course. And my free course essentially also teaches you how to create your first product using Canva and ChatGPT in 5
Right.
simple steps.
Okay.
And it's more into how I built a six-figure business around digital products. So that free course is laying the foundation. What is a digital product? What kind of product you can create being on social media as a complete beginner? But my 48-hour challenge is my fast track strategies of building a profitable one. Because if I'm a fitness creator, I can create a product of how to lose weight, but suddenly I'm like, why is no one buying? Because a profitable product is a little different from just a product. So 48-hour challenge is all about making sure that every bit of that product is profitable, right from the name of the product to the sales page of the product to finally when you sell the product. So
Right.
it's more a strategy course, while my free course is a tutorial course.
Makes sense. Apart from the creating the course, I think you also have done a tutorial on YouTube,
Yeah.
which is selling with no ads.
Yeah.
Something. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Because every product would need an ad, and if we can sell it out without creating one, then that is next level.
So all of my income, 99% of my income that I've made is through my page on Passive Income Paridhi on Instagram. I
Right.
have not run ads. We've just started exploring ads, and it's been less than 4 months that we have started exploring ads. So my income essentially is coming from organic channels, which is my Instagram page, my YouTube, and all of the organic channels that I have. So that's what I teach in that tutorial, that you don't need to run ads. Now, I won't say that I'm not demonizing ads. If you have the money, ads are quite targeted and they're awesome. But at the same time, if you're someone who's low on cash and if you feel like I want to sell something, sell my skills, sell my products, but I don't have the money to run ads, that is where organic channels, a simple free Instagram page, don't even complicate it with words like organic, is going to help you sell your product.
Right. So is it more focused upon building the community first and then utilizing that community over?
Yeah, you can say that, yes.
Yeah, partially. Okay. Okay. And how do you price your product? Is it just out in thin air that you somehow decide, let's put it this way?
You can do a lot of competitor analysis when it comes to price. You don't necessarily have to price it. The price comes from your authority and your confidence in being able to deliver results. But it also comes from the fact of what target audience you have. If I am targeting a complete beginner who does not probably have any money to be focused on ads, and tomorrow I place a huge price tag in front of them like $5,000, it's a mismatch of expectation. They're never going to buy unless I have enough results and testimonials from my clients, from my students, that this price tag makes sense, right? So that's how you do it. That's how you come up with the price. I would also like to highlight that a lot of people are very emotional about their prices and they keep it really fixed when price is actually one of the factors of your business that you should really experiment with. You can take it low, you can take it high. Keep experimenting with the price point that your audience relates with. Because on social media, first thing, it's not targeted paid ads. It's the content is going to go to everyone, no matter how targeted you want to make it. When it is going to everyone, you're going to attract all kinds of people. So on social media, nobody is going to give you their rent money just like that, unless, like I said, you have the authority. That I have 20 people who have already made their investment back. Then it makes sense. If you don't have that authority, start with a lower price. See how your audience reacts to it and keep experimenting with
Is there a
prices.
sweet spot which you can say where you are confident enough, or your students from their experience? Is there a sweet spot where they can put these digital products?
Oh, it depends on the type of the product. For example, for bots, I would always say go for a monthly subscription for a lower fee. So anything, even starting with $11 to $25 is the sweet spot, because it's monthly recurring revenue for you. Because you utilize AI credits, so don't have a one-off price. Maybe for a starting launch package, you can have that for some customers, initial customers, but a monthly revenue and a monthly subscription is like not a lot of expectations. $20, $17. My AI bots are $17. You can have that, or a one-off price for a year, but have a subscription. If you're just starting out and you're launching an ebook, look at the competition and look at the people around you who are selling the same ebook at what price. Because if there's too much supply of the same kind of product, people will compare prices.
Yep.
So if you either, like I said again, if you have the authority, you are different from others, you are confident in your delivery, higher price makes sense. Otherwise, for an ebook, anything from $20 to $50 also works really wonderfully.
Right. Is there a tool that people can use to weigh their product and compare it to other products that are out there into market, or is it just Google?
Yes, no. So there are a lot of price estimator tools as well. Even Etsy facilitates that, which is basically Etsy is a marketplace for everything, and there are separate tools for that. But for social media, essentially, when you're trying to sell something on social media, it is essential to factor in social media sentiment. So YouTube, Reddit, Instagram, this is where most people are selling on social media. Of course, these are the
So
platforms that
Reddit, they
people are
use
using.
Reddit to sell stuff as well.
Sorry?
They use Reddit to sell their courses as
You
well.
can, yes, but
Oh, I
Reddit
didn't
is
know that.
basically where you analyze sentiment because that is where people are just honest,
Yeah, that's how
right?
I know Reddit,
Yeah, so I
and that's what
always
I do there.
research Reddit on topics that I want to create products on. I want to
Yeah.
see if anyone is even talking about it, but because that gives me an insight into the demand. If people are
Right.
really frustrated, they will go on Reddit and post it. And tomorrow, let's say I've just cleared my driving test. If everyone on Reddit is talking about how hard it is to clear a driving test, boom, tomorrow I have an ebook on how to clear your driving test in Australia in first go.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to analyze social sentiment on these platforms more than I'm trying to analyze the price points.
Right. What's the next big thing that you're working upon?
Okay. I have a lot of ideas, Neil. I am constantly, or every single day, I wake up and I have an idea in mind. But for now, I have to rewire myself and constantly tell myself that I have to focus on scaling my business instead of constantly launching new products. So I'm definitely only focused, like I said, I'm focused on getting every member of PPC at least their first $1,000 before 2025 ends. So that's my primary goal. So at least for the next 4 months, I don't have any other goal.
And you're like, oh, nice.
That's all that
That's
it is.
awesome. So in total, how many products do you have out there right now? So you have one free course, which we discussed.
Yeah.
Then you have on YouTube, do you also have courses, or is it just the videos, like you don't need to sell with ads?
I have tutorials, full blown tutorials on YouTube, and right now I'm making this announcement. Probably I shouldn't. That if you follow my YouTube channel and you watch every video, you might not even need any of my paid courses. So yeah, but then
Deep.
like I said, it's not the lack of resources; it's the lack of resourcefulness.
Okay, that's what I'm doing tonight, right?
Awesome.
How many videos do you have there?
It's about 100.
So you have
Short
explored.
form, full form, long form together. It's more than 100 videos.
So you have explored the YouTube side as well.
I'm just trying. Yeah.
You're just trying. Okay, so you started recently.
February 15th, 2025.
Fab. I think that's a complete different podcast. Like we can go
I
into
know.
the streams.
Yeah, it is.
So I wanted to touch the base upon the web presence.
Uh-huh.
So you are on Instagram
Yes.
primarily, and then you have YouTube, which you just started. Are you on Facebook?
Yes.
So actively on Facebook? Are
No.
you still using?
Since last week, I'm actively on every other platform now. So first, it's always, if you are completely new, focus on one platform. Once you have mastered one platform, go to the other.
Yep.
So earlier it was Instagram for me. Then I started YouTube, and now very steadily, but I think I found my feet around YouTube. So now I'm transitioning to TikTok and Facebook, essentially both of them through short form content. So I think I can do both of them together. So that's what I'm focusing
You
on.
recently started TikTok.
I recently started LinkedIn also, by the way. So I'm posting every day.
I had a same thought process, right? And I religiously used to believe it, that
Okay.
just focus upon one thing
Yes.
and then crack it and then
Yes.
move on,
Yes. Master of one and then maybe present everywhere else.
right? Then I started TikTok
Okay.
because brands needed it.
Okay.
Then I'm like, why not? It's a social media platform as well.
Okay.
Then YouTube Shorts. And I'm like, bro, same video. If you're posting it on Instagram anyway, right? Same strategy. just copy paste it everywhere. And that's one of my regrets, actually. I should have started it all together, right? And keep focusing. Yes, I can focus more upon one, where my majority of the energy would go, which would be could have been Instagram, or let's say another any other media. But I should have started posting my content everywhere at the same time. But that is completely my opinion
Yeah.
upon it. Because now I'm trying to figure out how to do Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube Shorts and other things. But which is interesting because you have to keep learning that this is the
Of
game.
course.
You have to keep learning and go all in, which is nice. This completely lost my chain of thoughts, but anyway, I'll come back
That's
to it.
okay.
Let's have a quick lightning round.
Okay.
It is more like a rapid fire, but we'll call it lightning for now, which might change. So, one creator you would love to collab with.
Cassie Schunover. She teaches how to grow on social media on Instagram without posting every day. So she'll just post like twice a week.
Okay.
And her videos are so engaging, you'll watch them over and over again. So I want to collab with her.
Really, what's her Instagram?
Cassie Schunover.
And where is she based?
She's based in the US, but right now she's exploring. I think recently she's in Greece, but she's exploring UK with a boyfriend right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to say.
You are updated, right? That's nice. Your guilty pleasure scroll on Instagram. What's that?
My own page with Paritesh. Quite engaging, guys. You should check it out.
Over passive internet Paridhi?
Yes, because with Paritesh is all about entertainment and my honest life, our honest life, me and my partner on in Australia. So no expectations, no sales, just me and my thoughts out there. I love it.
And
I love
how
watching
is it going?
It's going awesome. We have a reach of 35 million per month,
Oh
which
wow.
is crazy.
Which is crazy, yes.
Which is crazy, but I like it.
Yes, I understand how hard it is. I completely understand, and brands would love it,
Oh yeah.
right? This is what attracts the brand.
Yes.
And then whatever your content is, if that is credible enough.
Yeah.
So as she said, and I'm hoping, if you're just putting out yourself and people are loving it, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Nice. So do you have any coming collaborations?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Okay. Nice. One digital product idea you would never do.
I would say never because you're in a business. If something's going profitable, it's smart to join the wave. So there's no product that I would never do. I might try. If I don't really like it or align with it, I might stop. But I would definitely try everything.
Okay. That's nice. A quote that you live by.
A quote that I live by.
Yep.
It's also a wallpaper on my screen. I have multiple quotes that I live by the way. But my wallpaper is, the glass is half empty, but it is also half full.
Okay.
And I love it.
Can you explain it much more?
So, of course, there are a lot of challenges, but there are a lot of opportunities as well. The glass is half empty. You don't have the time, you don't have the means, you don't have the money, but there is something you definitely have that you can, stick to, and you can learn how to work it your way. Because a lot of people in business ask me, so if I'm targeting ordinary people, if I'm targeting, women who are 9-to-5ers or women who are also moms, they don't have the time. They have a whole family to take care of. They now also have a job and they have to, take care of the entire ecosystem in their house. So they come with me with this question of, how do I do this? So that's where I tell them that we can sit together and figure out your glass half full. What time do you have for yourself? How can you figure time for yourself? So there's a lot of challenges in life, but there are a lot of opportunities. You have to remind yourself to focus on the opportunities.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Nice. That was it about the lightning round.
Awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do I have a hamper at the end of it?
Bro, I can't even tell you. And
That's all right. I'm only kidding.
no, you do have. However, I do not have it with me right now. So
Oh, that's sad.
just so you know, but yes, we do.
Thank you.
That's why I bought the bottles. Can take them. One thing I wanted to understand, by the way, it's not from here though. I noticed it and I had the notes. I wanted to ask you, how many products or how many services are you using? So for automation, so just for the Instagram, for the social media,
Yeah.
the best way to have more reach is and have more followers is automation.
Yeah.
Now you can use many tools. However, one of the tools which we both use is Super Profile,
Yes.
which is very efficient, free of cost.
Of course.
Then you have Stan, where you have published your products. Then you had your, I think, your own website. Then your community is
On
hosted
school.
on school.
School.
So why are we switching from product to product? Because community, you can run it on Instagram. You can also run it on Super Profile. You can, I don't know, I haven't used Stan. Every product that, let's say NAS.io, right?
Of course, yeah.
Every product that you go to, which is created for creators, it would have all this community and pretty similar features, right? So what's the reason to use these different tools?
Yeah. So right now with Super Profile, it really eliminates all of the other tools.
So can we start? Sorry to cut you off. Can we start from how many tools are
Yeah,
you
of
using,
course,
and then
of
we'll.
course. Yeah. So I use Super Profile for automations for the link in my page, and I use my own website self to create funnels. Super Profile has a store where you can create sales pages, and many of the students of my community are using Super Profile. For that, because I already started and I needed kind of a funnel with upsells, with all of those things, I was already using system.io. To create my products, I use Canva. I use ChatGPT for the
What's
research.
System.io?
System.io is basically a marketing tool where you can create sales funnels and you can run your email marketing.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I use it for. And then for school, I used it to host communities, because how essentially school is, it looks like Facebook, but
Yep.
you have a separate section for hosting your courses. So my community, I could run it on Instagram, but my community is not just about showing up on my community. It's not one to many, it's many to many, right? You're taking the course, which is completely on autopilot, but there's a whole Facebook wall, you can say, where you can ask your questions. I can answer your questions. I can share updates. You can share updates. So there's a whole community wall.
Right.
And then there's a section called calendars where you have a whole calendar where when the next call is going to be, because
Right.
I take weekly Q&A, plus I take multiple master classes, content master class, all of those things.
Yep.
And because it is a collaborative system where I'm not the only creator of the community, we
Yep.
have other members who've done it. For example, Aishwarya, she's the creator of the faceless module, so she has a faceless monthly call. So that's the collaborative space. So it depends on the convenience of your customers first. So
Yep.
if school lets me handle that community very well,
Okay.
where multiple people can post, multiple people can take calls, and we can literally have a space that we can call a club.
Yep.
Right? With these are the tools that I'm essentially using. So System.io goes for my sales funnels and email marketing. Super Profile goes for my automations, DMs, and then quick sales pages, setting up my online store.
Yep.
And Instagram, of course, there's no automation, but Instagram is my platform where I heavily sell on. So that's my marketing platform. So yeah, these are the tools that I'm using.
Right. And you said you don't run ads anyway.
I do,
do,
but
okay.
I'm just experimenting with meta ads.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
that's
just started.
Okay. And are you paying subscriptions on all of them?
Yeah, but then I'm also an affiliate for all of these tools, so kind of I make my money back.
Yeah. Likewise. Super Profile, I think Vivek owns it.
Yes.
One of the founders. Yeah.
Yes.
Super chill guy. Bro, huge shout out to you. Regardless, it's a great platform, and when we were developing it, testing in the testing phase with the automation, everything that I asked him or my feedback that I gave him, he took everything and he created even better product.
Of course.
So the product that I was using before completely stopped it, and now I'm using Super Profile for all the automation that I do.
Everything.
Everything,
I know.
because
Yeah, of course.
it's just so easy
And
to
with
make the
free
workflows.
auto DMs, Super Profile is going to kill every other competitor out there, because
100%.
auto
I wish we
DMs
do.
right now is a major part of marketing on social media. And when you can have that for free, it's
Yes.
not a joke for
Yeah,
a
it is not a
platform to
joke at
provide
all.
it. I mean,
No.
it's amazing.
No, it's not a joke. I'm still paying because I'm converting it right now. So kind of going through that pivot phase.
Yeah.
So I'm still paying for the subscriptions. The dollars that you pay for the automation is insane.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
not kidding here, and it goes up. Right, bro. If you can add TikTok to it somehow, that would be great. But we'll come to it. I recently heard TikTok's website has started working again in India.
It was a glitch, I think.
Was
I
it?
just heard the news this morning that it was a glitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit, no. That's sad. Sorry, guys. You gotta wait more. Uh, nice. And out of the tools that we just discussed, if someone was just starting out, what would you recommend where to start?
So if you're just starting out, I think Super Profile is the best tool that you can use, because it allows you to create sales pages, it allows you to create email automations, it allows you to create your link in bio, and it has free auto DMs.
You're right.
So technically, as a beginner, everything I need to host my product and sell my product is out there in one tool. Why not use it?
Why not use it? 100%. And I think you can just start for free as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for free, you can have auto DMs for free. Apart from that, if you want to host your products, there are multiple levels of the subscription that you want to have, but they're quite convenient.
Quite convenient. No, nice. Thank you. Thank you. Would you be comfortable to explain about the sales funnel that you have? Completely up to you if you're comfortable. If you want to throw some light, how?
I don't understand. Like, what do I explain there?
So, what is your sale when we say sales funnel? Because most people don't understand it. They are not from this background,
Yeah.
right? So, what is a sales funnel? What are the strategies that go into it? How do you develop one? Because yes, we discussed that you use system.io,
Yeah.
right? But what is it, and why do we need it? So,
So sales funnel, essentially, if you're a complete beginner, you don't have to worry about the words, because sales funnel essentially is an automation or a website that you're taking people to so that they can know more about your product and they can buy your product. So essentially, a typical sales funnel will have an info page where you have all the information. Let's say I'm selling a course. Let's say I'm selling PPC. So I have all the information of what PPC can do for you, what are the products inside PPC, what I can teach you inside PPC, all of those things, and what you get out of PPC as a result. And then later, there are certain buttons that you click, and when you click those buttons, you essentially go to a checkout page where you enter your information, and there's a price point listed. You enter your information if you want to buy it. You click on buy, and then you reach a thank you page. Now, in the back end, on the info page, as soon as you click the button, I have set up an automation that takes you to the checkout page, because that button tells me that you want to go to the checkout page, right? When you enter your information, there is a backend system set up, which is basically I get the money in my account, right? Because that's why the checkout page exists, and I don't have to do anything. And the automation will take care that whatever product that you have purchased, for example, here PPC, you get access, you get all the links in your inbox to access PPC. So that's the automation that has been, I've been able to get that automation so that even when I'm sleeping, I'm able to make that income completely passively. But that sales funnel essentially enabled the customer or the viewer to go through the entire process of purchasing without asking anyone, without having to go to this counter or that counter or that counter. It is my sales kiosk where you just press a few buttons, enter a few information, and you get that product in your inbox. So that's a sales funnel. Right now, The dynamics are a little changing, where you essentially don't even need a sales funnel. With tools like Super Profile, you basically just have everything on one page, info. Below that you have all the checkout information and people can directly buy, so you don't even need a funnel. With a funnel, what really happens is you can create a value ladder. For example, if I have a product that is just $10 and I want to make more profit on it, so essentially what I'll do, once you have purchased my $10 product, now I know from the psychology of my audience that you are in the zone of buying. And what happens once you've made up your mind that you want to buy that t-shirt, you end up buying more things. You end up buying jeans, shoes, complimentary, more t-shirts, maybe if there's a discount, a lot of bigger bundles. And that's essentially what a sales funnel is, and that is how a sales funnel is different from a simple checkout page. So once you have bought that $10 product, I give you more options. Hey, you just bought my 48-hour challenge. Would you like a ChatGPT creator kit that will help you, have that product ready in even less than 24 hours? That's interesting. Yeah, let's go do that. Once you bought the ChatGPT product creator kit, you go to the next page. Would you like to buy, would you like to, now that you're creating your products, you might want to sell it? Would you like to learn how to create a sales page? So that's a mini course on how to create a sales page. So I'm offering upsells, but I am racking profit in the background because I essentially only recommend the front end product, which is my 48-hour challenge. But because of that sales funnel or value ladder, anyone who clicks on, yes, I want to buy this, I rack up more money in the background.
Makes sense. And that be safe to say, if you use these strategies, you can also, if you read the data, then you also get to know the affordability ratio of the consumer.
Yeah, of course.
Like whom to target, what to target. Obviously, if someone is regularly buying $10 product, you won't be pitching them $200 product.
Yes.
And if someone is straight away going to a $100 product, then you know what's the target market.
Yes.
Can people use it for that?
That is essentially why you need the data and you need to understand what to do with it. For example, like I quoted that I made $44 every 10 minutes. That $44 was my launch price of the 48-hour challenge was $27. And then I had an upsell of the ChatGPT creator kit for $17.
Right.
And I saw that 90% of the people who are buying my 48-hour challenge for $27 are buying my $17 product. So you see such a big compliment. Now imagine if I never created that upsell.
Yeah.
I would have only made $27. So that was completely passive profit because I was not promoting my ChatGPT creator kit. I was just promoting the 48-hour challenge. 100% passive income here. But at the same time, we did an analysis when ChatGPT kit is going so profitable and viral and everybody is asking for it. Let's see if we increase the price. As soon as we increased the price to $27, we saw that not a lot of people are buying now. So we brought the price down to 17 again.
Right.
Again, the slope went the same way. So it's really essential to understand data. But if you're a complete beginner, you give yourself the grace that I just need to learn how to sell one product right now. And then maybe I will learn how to understand data.
Yep, makes sense. Lastly, if someone wants to replicate your journey,
Yeah.
what are the 3 strategies that you would recommend?
If someone wants to replicate my journey.
Yes.
So my journey was where I didn't have the time and mental energy to create my own products. So definitely look for a high value affiliate product or maybe a done for you product. So that way of the engine of a product automation and sales, you have now overcome this challenge where you didn't have to create the product. It's done. You learn how to set up the automations and you sell. Start with a done for you product and master the skill of selling. Because see, it's so powerful that right from a phone, you have mastered how to ask someone for their money and they're giving it to you. But of course, that comes with a responsibility where it is worth their money. It is worth their value and time. But at the same time, once you're done with the product, focus on how can I automate it for my first sale. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be out there. And then go all in on your social media strategy just to make that one sale. Once you made that one sale, now figure out what can I improve in my automation and what can I improve in the product that I'm offering. And then that's how you double down on what's working for you and keep doing that you're doing till you make your 6-7 figures.
Right. Thank you. Any message that you want to give to audience And any upsells, any offers that you would like to give to the audience of the podcast, completely up to you. You can think about it, take your time. If you want to do anything or give anything to them, just out of thin air.
I would just say, if you're a complete beginner who's watching this, who's listening, just start. One decision completely changed my life, if you think about it. Maybe yesterday, if I found out drop shipping, if not affiliate marketing, any other business model for that matter, maybe I would have succeeded or failed in that. But really what happened was, that day I made a decision to change my life, and that's how everything started. So yes, it's going to take a lot of learning, lot of failures, lot of experimentation for you to finally find what sparks a desire in you. But the first step always is to just start. You're only going to learn driving when you sit behind the wheel and not from
100%.
outside the car. So that's something that I have. If you're looking for step-by-step guidance, if you're looking for that one person who's going to literally handhold you, that is where my community comes in, where I take weekly coaching, and that is the part of my business. Like I say, I will never make it passive, because I'll be the person every week showing up on calls and to guide you that you can do this. But yes, it also comes with resale rights. So that's the cherry on top. And then you have all of the courses of every single thing that I have learned in my journey, every single mistake that I have made in my journey. It's all there within my coaching community. So if you want to get started, I don't know, give me a cheer on Instagram and I'll be happy to help.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming.
Awesome.
Again, it was great to have you.
Great meeting you.
And
Absolutely my pleasure.
See you in the next one. Cheers. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I hope you learned something today and had a different perspective toward things. Let us know in the comment box if you have any suggestions or where we went wrong, because we will try and keep bringing new perspectives, new stories, new people to you. So you and I, we both can learn together. Until then, this is Neil from Neil Creates signing off, and see you in the next one.